Greetings, Labyrinth lovers. My name is Tyffany, and this is Walk Labyrinths with Tyffany. Today, I'm back in Tucson, Arizona, where I live. As I mentioned in the first video, there are 28 labyrinths in Tucson. I plan to walk all 28 labyrinths with you and wherever else I may travel where there are labyrinths. So today I'm at the Rio Vista Natural Resource Park. It is gorgeous out here. Wilderness. The mountains are on one side, which I absolutely love about Tucson. We actually have mountains, I think, on all four sides. It's just beautiful and sunny here. So, are we ready to walk this contemporary 7-circuit labyrinth? She's gorgeous, surrounded by nature. She seems like perfectly, imperfectly round, circular, whole. The wholeness of the labyrinth represents or is a reflection of the wholeness that we are. The labyrinth is complete, and so are we. Even though the world tells us that we're not, want us to believe that we're not, and most of the collective have not gotten there yet. But luckily for you, I'm here to remind you that you are whole and complete like this labyrinth. There's no hierarchy. There's no up and down. There's no corners or sides. It is perfectly wholly, W-H-O-L-E, wholly circular. So, as always, I will walk the labyrinth with you, and then I will take the time to ponder a question or something I need clarity on and walk the labyrinth for me. So, let's begin. So, labyrinth lovers, as you can see, like the other two labyrinths I've walked, made from earth rock, which I love. I love the different shapes, forms of the rocks. This is wonderful. They're all unique and different, which I love. Creatively structured. Formed. Love it. Love it. Each labyrinth that I walk, so different and yet the same. Kind of like us, right? Us spiritual human beings. Same, different. We're uniquely different, but the same in so many ways. More ways than we are different. I love that my shadow appears and doesn't appear. We are never alone. We always have spirit and our ancestors. We always have our shadow. Yeah, something to work on. Our shadow. Our shadow doesn't leave us. We can integrate our shadow as opposed to allowing our shadow to control us, to dominate. we can always integrate our shadow self. Those things we find disgusting, unbearable, ugly, that we're ashamed of, that we hide and bury and suppress. Never suppressed, never buried, always with us, our shadow self. So we must get to know our shadow self and integrate our shadow self. Be friends with our shadow self. So our shadow doesn't leave us naked in compromising positions, behaving unconsciously. So get to know your shadow, because it's always with us. There's mine again. Hello, Tyffany's shadow. The one we call Tyffany because I am not Tyffany. I am. I'm not the name I was given. I'm not the color of my skin. I'm not what I do. Not my gender, my sexual orientation. I am spirit. We identify with all these false constructs that are not deep enough to really express who we are. But we hang on to them, don't we? Create division because of them. Silly humans. There's my shadow again. We have visitors walking the labyrinth with us. Look at these. Look at these, what we call rocks. We really don't know what they are. But because we don't know what they are, we gave them a name. We call them rocks. See, to make sense of what we don't know, we call it something. Right? So the ego won't freak out. We call it something. But what we call a rock is not that. We have no idea what it is, but it's really challenging for the mind to realize that, to accept that, because the mind wants to put everything in a box, make sense of everything, but that's not spirit. Right? Spirit is that which is a mystery. But we call these rocks because we couldn't think of anything else. They're beautiful and they're alive. They are expressions of the divine. They are us because they are life, like we are life. Uh-oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. The center of the labyrinth. See how it's beautifully circular? Oh, look at that. Magnificent. And the point. Here we are, we made it to the point. Yeah, right there. Awesome. So we made it together, we walk to the heart of the labyrinth. That circular space with the one we call rock, which is a part of us, which is life, alive like we are, which is not that which we call it. I want you to focus on, focus on your heart space. Go within, focus on what you're feeling, not what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Okay, because we connect with feeling, with energy. We are energy. We're more than this, what we call a body. We are one heart, one heartbeat. Think about that. So we walk to the center of the labyrinth together. Now it's my time to walk the labyrinth, focusing on a question that I have, something I need clarification on, staying centered, staying focused, paying attention to what we call feet of this body, touching Mother Earth, connected to Mother Earth. We are Earth. Earth is alive. She is alive. She is a living being like we are. We are life. We're all interconnected with Father Sky, with Mother Earth. So I'm going to walk this labyrinth, and I'm going to pay attention to each step. Each step will be taken or walked purposefully, consciously, intentionally. I will release the question that I have to Mother Earth, to Father Sky, to the universe, knowing 100% that the answer will come to me. I will attract the answer to me because the answer is energy. Okay, here I go. feeling wonderful, so relaxed and tranquil and calm and peaceful. I could take a nap out here, actually, but it's a public park. If you're wondering what I was doing when I had my hands out, well, I'm a certified Reiki master. So I was sharing energy with what we call the rocks. I was feeling their energy. Oh boy, my hands were just vibrating and tingling. I could feel the source energy moving through me and out of these, what we call hands. So wonderful. Walking the labyrinth, I asked my question, and I know without a doubt the answer, and I are in alignment, so I will have my answer. And also, I was thinking about when I lived in Sedona, Arizona. I lived sort of like in this community at the crust, the valley of this mountain. It was a forest, so beautiful, surrounded by the red rocks. And I'd go down to the wash, and there'd be all these what we call rocks, and I'd talk to them because they talk. If you're at that vibration, you can hear them. They will talk to you. They know that you're at that vibration, and you can hear them, and they're so chatty. And I would ask them, okay, who wants to come home with me, because I want to have more rocks in my yard. I wouldn't just take the rocks. We have to stop taking from Mother Earth. Mother Earth is a sovereign being. These, what we call trees, one-leggeds, are sovereign beings. These rocks are sovereign beings. So you just can't take them. Okay? They don't belong to you. They don't belong to us. So I would ask, which one of you would like to come home with me? And the one that said yes, I would say, okay, I'm going to relocate you to my home. And when I sold my house in Sedona, I went out and I asked the rocks, which one of you would like to be relocated back to the wash? Because they came to me because of my energy, because of our connection, because of our soul contract. Some wanted to stay. Some wanted to be relocated back to the wash. I had 2 rocks who wanted to come with me to Tucson, and I have them with me. So again, nature is not ours to take. When we can learn to respect nature, because we are nature, maybe, just maybe, we can learn to respect each other. Well, thank you for your time, my fellow walkers of Labyrinths. Till next time, peace, love, and Labyrinths.